Hey everybody, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we're going to talk about Waves version 14, the newest version of Waves software, and whether it's worth the upgrade for you. Right off the bat, you have to know that if you are within the Waves update plan, if your plugins are currently part of the Waves update plan, if you've bought them recently, or if you updated recently, it's a free upgrade. If they have lapsed, though, you have to pay for that Waves update plan to get the features included with version 14. The release schedule for Waves updates has seemed to have gotten shorter over time. The last version 13 update came out in October 2021, so about 8 months ago, and we're already now on version 14. There are some things that are really nice to have included, some things that probably shouldn't be paid updates. We'll cover them all today. First of all, 3 tools in the Waves arsenal are not version 14 yet. The Studio Rack, Clarity VX, and Clarity VX Pro. They're still on v13. You can't upgrade those yet, but they should be coming soon, according to Waves. So the first big update is that on a lot of Waves classic or popular compressors, you're going to have 2 new controls, a mix and trim knob. You can see it right here on the API 2500. The CLA2A, mix and trim knobs right down there. The CLA3A, the 1176, the CLA76, the RComp, mix and trim knobs right there, and the SSL bus compressor, mix and trim right in the middle. So now you have easy parallel compression and a trim that's not part of the makeup gain. The second big new thing is faster load times. Now, this is a big deal for some people because some sessions with Waves plugins, or if you're instantiating a Waves plugin on a channel, take quite a while to load up. So for example, if I take this Abbey Road TG mastering chain plugin and I drop it on the channel here, I have a couple of second lag, but then it pops up pretty quickly. In the past, that might have taken a little bit longer, so you get some faster load times for the plugins. You also now have the ability to drag and drop preset files. So if you have a separate folder containing presets that you made, you can just drag them and drop them right into the interface of the plugin, and the preset will load up that way. We've also got Retina or high DPI updates to a lot of the plugins. Still not all of them yet. That was promised a few Waves versions ago. Retina ready, that never happened. Now it seems to be slowly happening with each version update. First, the actual TG mastering chain has been updated, so sharper graphics, even when we blow it up 200%. Much easier readability. This was really blurry before. Now it looks a lot better. We've also got updated graphics for the API 2500, the API EQs, the 550A and the 560. The CLA compressors also got graphical updates, the LA2A, the LA3A, and the 1176. F6 dynamic EQ also got a graphical upgrade, and both the Puig-Tech EQs, the Pultecs. Another new thing is that CR8 Create Sampler is also available as a standalone app now. If we take a look at CLA Mix Hub here, we always had the ability to drop another plugin in here, but now we get that plugin in a free-floating window, so it doesn't change the entire interface. You still have access to all the other controls in CLA Mix Hub, plus the free-floating plugin that you inserted in this spot right here. In all the plugins, the live text and text boxes look sharper, so you have improved readability, especially on low DPI screens. For some of the plugins, we get better CPU usage on M1 Max, so if you're on a Mac system and you're on the new M1 processor, Abbey Road Studio 3, Abbey Road Vinyl, CLA Mix Hub, CLA NX, J37 tape, NX Ocean Way Nashville, and NX Virtual Mix Room, plus the Real ADT should have better CPU usage. And on all systems, H-Reverb should have better CPU usage. That's a big thing I hope Waves starts to do with some of their plugins, which tend to be a bit CPU hungry. They can really start to refine that code and make them more CPU friendly no matter what system you're on. That would be a great update. And of course, you've got the typical bug fixes that come with every single release. So the big question is it actually worth the upgrade? First of all, if you're within the Waves update plan time period and you can update for free, absolutely. The mix knob is great to have on the compressors. The updated interface is a really nice thing to have, and the faster load times are great as well. If you've got to pay a bunch to update all your plugins, I'm not quite sure if version 14 is worth it, really. If your plugins work on your current system and you can get by with what you've got now, there's really no pressing need for a paid upgrade right at the moment. It would be nice if Waves did some updates, graphical updates, bug fixes that weren't part of paid version updates. I think that would go a long way to building some real goodwill among the user base rather than charging for what a lot of other companies give you for free in their updated plugins. So it really depends on the situation you are in. If you can get this update for free, go for it, totally worth it. If you've got to pay for it, you've got to balance out whether these updates are actually worth the money you're putting into it. There's no major functional usability improvement here other than the mix knob with the compressors. And honestly, you can get some parallel compression without the mix knob built in, obviously by routing within your DAW. So that's not a deal breaker. So there we go, Waves version 14, the information you need to make an informed decision about whether you want to update or not. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I'll see you in the next one.